Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Lisa Need, and she is a disability rights activist. I asked her if she would soon be advocating for Trump as he gets increasingly demented, but we don't have an official response.
Hey, who believes that compassion is a superpower? Woo! Awesome. I want to know if there is this hopeful statistic that nonviolent protests are twice as likely to have an effective outcome as a violent protest. So thank you all for being here and being nonviolent. Woo! All right, raise your hand if you know what the Capitol Crawl is. Okay. I'm going to tell you that the Capitol Crawl is one of the most consequential nonviolent protests in the United States history. On March 12, 1990, after years of demanding the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act, thousands of people descended on Washington, D.C., and many of those people with disabilities descended on the nation's capital. 60 plus of those people tossed aside their wheelchairs and their mobility aids, and they crawled the 83 steps to the stop of the Capitol and demanded access. 4 months later, the ADA was signed, and when George W. Bush, the elder, signed it, he said, "Let the shameful wall of exclusion come tumbling down." But the walls didn't come tumbling down. Here we are on the eve of the 35th anniversary of the ADA, and segregation is rampant. But the walls are going to come tumbling down. I pity those cowards who exclude people with disabilities. Here are the disabilities that we should exclude. We should exclude hubris, hypocrisy, and moral blindness. Those are the disabilities that should be shut away. I am here to tell you that if you want better schools, a stronger workforce, and a bigger tax base, you practice inclusion. My 25-year-old son works as a full-time auto mechanic, drives himself to work, and pays taxes, and I don't go a day without thanking the people that I stand on the shoulders of that got us here. Those people who were brave enough to crawl those 83 steps. The American Association of People with Disabilities created a campaign, and it's called Rev Up the Vote, and it seems to be working. In the last election, the percentage of people with disabilities voting improved by 1.3%, and the non-disabled voting group went down. How many of you voted in the last election? Woo! I love it. Keep up the good work. But now I'm going to ask you to be courageous. We are all in the voting tent. And the courage is to get out of that voting tent and get someone to vote. The person standing next to you is not the person you need to influence. The person standing next to you is the person you need to make a deal with to say, I'm going to get somebody to vote. Will you get somebody to vote? Getting somebody to vote takes a little bit of a creative approach. It won't be the same thing twice. And I harken back to 1970 when my mother, who was a great civil rights advocate, wrote a play for the 4-H club, which my sister played the first female president. And the rest of us in the chorus would come on marching, saying, stand up for what you believe in, sit down for what you don't. No matter what you do or say, just vote, vote, vote. And that little play by the Loganberry's 4-H Club made it to the state competition at the state fair. And within a day, hundreds of people were marching around the state fair saying, stand up for what you believe in, sit down for what you don't. No matter what you do or say, just vote, vote, vote. So is it any wonder that Minnesota has the highest voting turnout in the United States year after year? I think not. So I want us to all honor that civil rights woman who took a creative approach to getting out the vote, and let me see if you can do it with me. Stand up for what you believe in, sit down for what you don't. No matter what you do or say, just vote, vote, vote. One more time. Stand up for what you believe in, sit down for what you don't. No matter what you do or say, just vote, vote, vote. Woo! You look good. The Capitol crawl took courage. Getting somebody to vote will take courage. You know what doesn't take courage? It doesn't take courage to put on a mask and carry a gun and grab people, peaceful people, from their places of work, from their places of worship, and from places of education. I can't think of anything more cowardly, can you? With a show of hands, who here will take the Get Someone to Vote challenge? Show me your hands. Woo! Now hold them up there and look around you. And may you see how many people here are with you in this challenge, and lock that into your mind and let it be an inspiration to keep making good trouble. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa, for that rousing speech. Our next speaker